All right, y'all. On Anton Daniels. I have pretty privileged women are jealous of me. Woman says she's overwhelmed with men and options. I wonder if she's talking. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna say maybe she's speaking from a standpoint of when she was younger.
Pretty privilege is real.
If that's what she's saying, like she has it.
It is. I said it's real. I have seen people gravitate towards me, and then all of a sudden, like, compliment me on my eyes, my skin color, my hair, whatever. Right? So it's real. People do actually, I guess, treat me differently because of it. Now,
Okay.
because of it, the different treatment is not always good. Okay?
Is she trolling? I I see what she's saying from a talking point perspective. I didn't know that she was going to use herself as an example. I
What I
will
was
say that
saying.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I admire confidence, and I do want to get further into the video. Y'all be sending me some wild stuff, bro.
But what if she's speaking from a standpoint? Well, she gotta keep talking to confirm. But I'm saying, what if she's speaking from when I was younger? Then that would make sense.
Let me just get to the
Again,
rest of
I'm not
this.
gonna say she's ugly. To me, she's just like old. But at the same time, I'm like, am I tripping? Because maybe she's not old and she, I don't know.
Sometimes the treatment is negative and it's bad. So because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on. So I'm gonna need you people who hate on people who are pretty to at least take into consideration that we getting it out here. Like, we already getting it. We don't need it from you as well. Like, for real, like, give us a break. I mean, be mad at moms and dad. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it. We didn't ask to be put here to look like this, okay? Whatever we was mixed up with, it's here, and we didn't have anything to do with it. So I was in a
But
public.
at the same time, look, this is how I feel like. It's like, bro, it's like, it's really weird, you know? It's like everybody has their own version of reality, okay? Because you can't tell me that in her world, in her brain, because we can only see from each other's brain. So it's like the world might look totally different to somebody else, in my opinion. That's what I think. But I'm like, for her, in her brain, you can't tell her that she doesn't think, because if she thinks that she's pretty and gets pretty privileged, in her mind, it's gonna like display into the world. If she believes that, she's gonna start seeing like what's the word? She's gonna start seeing like times and instances where she feels like pretty, like she, her pretty privilege was used. You know, because it's like, even if like people might be looking at this video like, oh, like he's not attractive, like watching me, but I'm like, no, I'm attractive. And when I go out, it's like it confirms that. I have people telling me I'm attractive all the time. People be looking at me, but it's like in other people's eyes, they be looking like no. So it's like at the same time, I can't tell her that she's wrong. If you really feel like you have that, like, and everybody might agree with me. Everybody might not agree with me. They might be like, oh yeah, no, she got pretty privilege because she's pretty. I don't know. I feel like it just depends on who it is.
Spot a few weeks ago, and there was a gentleman who was talking to me more than he was talking to the other ladies in the room. And ever since then, those ladies have been treating me like shit. And it wasn't my fault. He was just talking to me. I mean, probably because I was confident enough to speak back to him. I don't know. But they was hating. And they've been treating me like shit ever since. So y'all, be kind. Be kind to us pretty girls.
All right, so look, y'all.
He need to visit video.
You know how when people say, how do I approach this? When people say, when you have money, you don't have to necessarily always say that you have money, which I don't always necessarily agree with. It depends on the context of the conversation. I think that that's kind of like an applicable example here. Like, if it was really that, because see, the pretty girls that I know, they not necessarily talking like this. They actually are trying to be as humble as possible because they don't like the fact that people judge them or assume that they only get what it is that they want based off of the fact that they're pretty. And I think that, I don't know how old she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Before I actually watched this video, and I seen like the first maybe 7 seconds of it before I started reacting to it right here. And I said, oh, okay, this should be an interesting one. And so now I'm kind of surprised at the context of the conversation. I went to her profile because, you know, I like to make sure that this is not something from somebody else's profile or somebody stole the video or whatever, because I like to give credit to the content creator. And it looks like she actually probably lost a lot of weight. But it's not, in my opinion, personally, conventionally based off of European standards and what the things are that people look for. Do I think that she get approached by men? Yeah, probably. I mean, I think that any woman that probably carries herself a certain way, and I don't know how she carries, I just don't fucking know. I'm trying to make sense of this in real life. But at the same time, I'm trying to be objective and open to what
Really
she's
trying to
saying.
explain
It just makes it a little bit more muddy when she uses herself as an example, because then you have to judge,
Yeah.
right? You start to judge it. It's almost like
Yeah.
if somebody says they have a lot of money, I'm going to just use something objective that we already are aware of. Then you start looking at their lifestyle, right? You want to start saying, okay, well, you know, what does your portfolio look like? Or, you know, is your house paid for? And do you have a bunch of debt? Are you capping and taking pictures in front of other people's cars, right? We start to judge the person, which if you are going to claim that, or if you are going to say that, you're going to have to really stand up. You're going to have to really start to show and prove, right? And
Yeah.
it's like this. If you use yourself as an example, as a talking point on social media, now you have to show and prove. You are going to have to say, you're going to have to stand on that, and people are going to judge you. That's the rules of the game. I didn't make it up. You didn't make it up. That's the nature of people on social media. When you say you are something or you use yourself as an example, if she was talking objectively and she was just speaking on the subject in general and she wasn't using herself as an example, I think
Exactly.
that people would
Yeah.
more or less hear her. People would be more willing to have the conversation. But when you start to use yourself as an example of what you are talking about, now it makes the conversation a little bit more different. But let's hear the rest of what she got to say.
We out here scraggling. I think we should just call a spade a spade. People are coming for me because
How old do y'all think this woman is?
Bro, she got to be
How
like
old do
in
y'all-
her like late 40s. Yeah, bro, I don't even know. This look right. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm just trying to go off like I really think she got to be like upwards of 40, bro.
I think she is. She looks like she may have been maybe she was hidden and baddie when she was younger. Honest to
Yeah,
God,
that's what I'm thinking.
I cannot tell you. I don't know how old she is. I don't.
Oh.
I genuinely don't know how old she is. So maybe she got a point. Maybe she hitting on something. You know what I'm saying? We all get old. We all age. Things sag on certain people and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know how old she is. So maybe I'm not even going to guess. Y'all let me know how old y'all think she is inside of the comments.
they're haters. It just is what it is. I mean,
And I don't think that people are haters either. I think that people are just,
No,
they
it
judge you
depends.
when
It depends. Some people be hating though, because they'll say it in a way like they're trying to tear you down. Like I feel like it's different if they was commenting on here. Like, I mean, I don't know, but I feel like no, people really they would see that and be hating. Cause it's not like you gotta see this and be like, oh, get in their comments, oh, bitch, you ugly. I don't know why you're using yourself as an example. Like, no, you don't have to say it like that. But you could put like laughing emoji or something like that. Cause you never know. She might put out the video, be trying to troll, and then everybody just falling for it. But I don't think so.
you say stuff.
I get the whole colorism aspect. I get colorism too. I'm biracial. So I'm never white enough, never black enough. I always get that. Okay.
Ain't got
That's
nothing to do with that.
we so over that shit.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But I am also pretty. I am a conventionally pretty woman. I don't care what nobody says. I know what I see when I look in the mirror, and I know what
And that's exactly how you should feel. You should carry yourself like that, regardless of like if other people are like, no, you're not. Like, who gives a what other people talking about? Like, you just need to believe that you are pretty. So, I mean, ain't no problem with it.
Of privileges I've received and still receive to this day. If I go to a bar right now, there's an 80% chance that some man is going to come up and try to pay for my lunch. Is it because of the color of my skin? I don't think so. You do the math. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not rocket science, okay? I wasn't being conceited. I was being serious. I was saying that a lot of people think that because you're conventionally pretty, that your life is just all peaches and rainbows.
I just want to know what is conventional to her. Conventional, because what is it? What are you saying when you say that?
Not.
But at the same time, we also need to see her body. I don't want to, because she out of my age range for sure. But I'm just looking at it like you talk about, if you was in the club, 80%, what is it, 80% of the time a man will come buy you a drink. If you got some shit on you, like, you never know. She might not be really good looking, but you don't see how her body is in the car. What if she got some ass? And yeah, they gonna buy you a drink. So it depends. Like,
we get hated on just as much, if not more, for being pretty. And as you can see in the comments, people are coming for me. And it's not because of my color. It's because I'm pretty.
Listen, do you? You know what I'm saying? I'm all for confidence. I'm all for people talking they talk. I'm all for it. Y'all, you know what? Y'all make y'all assessment. Y'all tell me. I think that people that are conventionally confident tend to get what they want in life. I don't know if she's trolling. I don't know if, she's gotten to the point to where she's aged. I think that maybe
yeah, but I don't think she's trolling, because it's like, why would you just, like, I feel like even if you know you're not that attractive, like, there's people that look more attractive than you in the world. Okay, you should still be looking at myself like I am pretty or I am handsome, like, man or woman. You shouldn't be thinking of looking at yourself every day in the mirror being like, oh, I am ugly. Like, I don't know why people like, I'm not saying, like, I just don't, like, I feel like when you're good looking, okay? And everybody has a right to do this, but I'm saying, just how he was saying, making yourself a talking point, like using yourself as an example, you put yourself out there and then people are going to judge you. So it's like, I just think if you're not that good looking and you're not, then you shouldn't be just, I mean, unless you don't care. You just want to put yourself out there just because. I wouldn't put yourself out there just so much to be judged, because people are going to judge you, but when you put yourself out there like she is, you get the comments and all that talking crazy. And if you can't handle that, then I would say don't do that. But if you don't care, then yeah, put yourself out there whether you look good or not. Like, everybody got the right to do that. But at the same time, you got to realize other people have rights to comment on you also. Freedom of speech, like.
Grandfather, if he was still alive, maybe would have tried to holler at her, right? Maybe it's a generational thing, and maybe people are hating. I don't know. I don't know. It's a viral video that y'all sent me that I just had to objectively react to. I don't know how to make sense of what's being said. All I know is what is said, and people are coming at her in the comments. And so you got to own it when you decide to step out there on a social media perspective. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
And she is, though. She doubled down, made another video saying I'm pretty. So
I'm always going to link back to the content creator regardless of whether I agree or not. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley. 40% off.
All right, I'm going to catch y'all, though. But drop in the comments if you think she... Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be mean. But I mean, that's you putting your opinion. If you feel like she's not attractive, I mean, it is what it is. If you feel like she is attractive, hey, bro, I'm pretty sure you would be able to get at her. But if they put her... Well, he said I don't know, but I'm going to catch y'all.